don't worry. Everything that you're going through is not going to harm you. It's not going to ultimately set you back. Don't worry about these seeming challenges or problems. We don't want to be in problem state of mind. We want to be in solution state of mind. And problem state of mind is that which says that I cannot overcome this. Think about it. Any problem that we know we can overcome isn't a problem. So to have a problem is to say that we cannot physically overcome it or mentally overcome it. But we know that we can overcome every challenge that we've been through. This is how we're even listening to this video right now. So let this be a very interesting, educational, fun, passionate project. Let your life be that. And when worries arise, worries come, notice that the same problems that you had 10 years ago, that were at the time, maybe even 5 years ago, maybe even 1 year ago, that were excruciatingly challenging, that you thought you could never overcome. It was the worst thing ever. It was horrible. It was the last thing you ever wanted to experience. And now look where you're at. Do you even remember those problems? Do you even remember, like, you've obviously had a problem before that you thought was the worst thing you'd ever experienced. Most of them you probably don't even remember, because you learnt, you adapted, you solved them, and they weren't really as big a problem as you thought. So move away from this problematic mindset. Trust that life is giving you everything that you need. The problem that we face, the biggest one, is that we think life's giving us what we don't need. I don't need more of this. Oh, I can't deal with more of that. That's what we're saying all the time. How about saying, oh, what an interesting thing life has given me. I wonder why I needed this. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. And your life will change rapidly. So more of this, less seeking, removing suffering energy, more of this adventuring, interesting, my life's a passion project type of energy. So interesting. I'm so curious about how this happened. Interesting. Let's see what happens next. It's curious, it's playful, we're enjoying it. And it's not going to be easy if something comes up that's new and challenging for you, but the real trick is to just adapt in this way. And when you learn to adapt in this way, you'll find this new joy for life, this new excitement, this new passion. And this passion will take you to the best places you can imagine. You are always safe. You are always in the best place to be. The only problem is that you think you know what's best for yourself, when you don't. It's impossible to. You can know what's best for you on relatively at any given moment, and I always suggest living in that place. We can't keep giving up what we want in order to supplement what we think is best. It doesn't make any sense. So on this path, most people believe that they can't really have what they want, like it's some type of injustice to their spiritual path, like it's some type of misunderstanding or misalignment with their path because they want what they want. Well, this couldn't be further from the truth. The only problem is when we want what we want in order to find happiness. If we're not looking for happiness in the thing, we should want whatever we want. And even if we want something and we realize, oh wait, this was me kind of grasping happiness, then all we have to do is say, well, where does my happiness, is my happiness found? My happiness is found in the simple recognition that I am alive, I exist, and my existence is happiness itself. It's a lack of resistance to all experience. It's an all-embracive, expansive sense of being. And it doesn't reject or resist anything. And the only time I suffer is in resistance, and my being is innate with a lack of resistance. That's where happiness is found. And then we go straight back into the thing that we were doing if we still want to do it. And then we can do it without suffering it. We can do it without grasping it. We can do it with love, with freedom. So trust that every single step will be laid out. You're probably having experiences where the step is seemingly a stretch away, or that you don't know if it'll be revealed. I'll give you an example. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to start this YouTube, to start this community, and I had just left a high-paying job, took all the money I had, started a business which I didn't really want to do but thought it would make me money, and then spend money on a marketing team. And they ended up going bankrupt. I kind of also changed my idea and lost all my money. Went back home, left my girlfriend in Mexico, went back to the UK, had nothing, sold everything I owned, and committed to doing this. The steps weren't laid out, the steps weren't clear, but there was this unconditional trust, the trust that transcends trust, that somehow it'll work. So I sold everything, took out credit cards, and lo and behold, I've been living off this business for the past 4 months. So this is an example of just developing that trust. You don't know what step is ahead. From my point of view, got no money, the business has failed, lost all my money on a marketing team that can't refund me, and I have to leave my girlfriend and head back home. And then I'm going back with my parents and not having any prospect as to what I'm going to do. And I didn't know I was going to do this community back then. I had no idea that I would have done it. So only when I got back home that I felt the urge to check out this platform school, and then watch a couple of videos, and then that led to me seeing another YouTube video that then was inspiring me enough to start this community. Let the steps reveal themselves. Don't worry about what's happening right now. I've just got a new flat with my girlfriend. I went back to Mexico. Again, I took a credit card and paid for the return flight and just bet that this was going to work. It did. And now I'm in Mexico. Now I'm heading back to the UK. Why? Because my sister is very ill, stage 4 cancer. And the steps are not laid out for me. I don't know what's going to happen when I go back. But just develop this trust. Develop this trust in your experience, this unconditional trust. This is what life is trying to provide you so that you're flexible in peace of mind. How fragile would your peace be if any fluctuation could disturb your peace? This is not the peace that passeth understanding. So we're here to really develop this unconditional trust. And I say unconditional, as you know, because trust, to say it's a trust is almost like there's a doubt, but there's an undoubting trust. Let life reveal it. You don't have to keep trying to reveal it yourself. Surrender to that unknown. Surrender to that trust. And to say trust is even a concession. It's trust. To say it's to trust that you will walk to the toilet is not really much to trust there, is it? So this sense of trust is what life is developing. It's like unconditional trust. It's transcendent of trust. It's complete knowing. And in this complete knowing, it's actually the knowing of unknowing. It's really a surrendering to the unknown. You see, it's like because to say it's knowing is almost like there's no surprises. There's the opposite of that. There's full of surprises. The only difference is that we're not suffering the consequences of these surprises, and we're actually enjoying the serendipity of life. So whatever you're going through right now, face it with this courage, face it with this trust, and let that trust develop into unconditional freedom. I have a community where I take people through meditations every single week and guide people through this process. If you'd like to join, feel free. The link is in the description. I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.